Hey, what's up? Been a while, hasn't it? Yeah, I know. Just haven't thought of making videos. But for some reason, today, it's just one of those days. Why not? I'm gonna talk to you about some B movies. Yeah, today is Sunday. The time of this recording is Sunday. And, usually on Sunday I ain't got shit to do, so I usually just sit in front of the computer and watch a bunch of crappy movies. And today I managed to squeeze in 3 cheesy B movies that all came out in 2013. Technically, one of them is a 2012 film, but it got its release in 2013. So the first movie I'm going to talk to you about is called Dead in Tombstone. It is a direct-to-DVD film, and it stars Danny Trejo. Now, that right there should already tell you that if it's direct to DVD and it stars Danny Trejo, there ain't gonna be much of a story, and for that I'm sure ain't gonna be no common sense. The film is a western. That's important. You have to know that it's a western, and it's released by Universal, which is actually kind of funny. Big time company puts out something low budget like this. But anyway, Danny Trejo is the leader of this gang, and he decides to rescue his half brother, played by Anthony Michael Hall. That's hilarious. From being hung. He's about to be hanged, and they go, they rescue him, they kill a bunch of people, and then, they decide that rather than lying low, they decide to go towards this mining town, this small mining town in Colorado, and overrun it. So they do that. They actually rename the town Tombstone. Apparently somebody didn't tell them that name was already taken. But Anthony Michael Hall's character gets a hair up his ass and betrays Danny Trejo. He and his gang, they gun him down, they send him to hell, and in hell, Danny Trejo's character makes a deal with the devil, in which, in this case, they do call him Lucifer. And he's played by Mickey Rourke. So, that's appropriate because I kind of envisioned that Lucifer would look like Mickey Rourke. But anyway, the deal is, you send me back to Tombstone, and in exchange for my soul, I will get you 6 other souls. So basically, it's that age-old tale where, you're killed, you come back from the dead, and you go out for revenge. It's all revenge. I just gave you this big long explanation for this movie, when all I basically had to say that it's a revenge story about coming back from the dead and killing the people that killed you. Anyway, the movie itself is incredibly cheesy, it's incredibly dumb, and it's everything you would come to expect from a movie starring Danny Trejo. And I love Danny Trejo, I really do. This dude just continues to stick the middle finger up at his age and his height. This little midget just manages to still kick ass and do all kinds of, crazy shit. However, in the movie, you can definitely tell half of it is done by a stunt double. I mean, the guy is old. He can't be flicking around and, whatever. The movie is so dumb, but it manages to be entertaining. It's incredibly violent. It's incredibly action-packed. A lot of killing, a lot of shootouts. That's funny because obviously this little low-budget movie wasn't striving to be accurate. But there are some weapons used that I know they weren't around in this time period. As it is, the guns that he uses, they look very modern. They look like 357s, and yeah, they just don't look like they were around in the Old West. But, yeah, silly action. A lot of action, though. A lot of violence and gore. So, for that aspect, it's entertaining. For Danny Trejo being in the movie, it's entertaining. What's really ridiculous is that it seems like hardly anybody attempted to use a Western type of accent. Everybody talks very modern-like, except for one character played by Dina Meyer, who most people would remember her from Starship Troopers. she kind of tries to talk in a southern accent, doesn't really go for it all the way, but anyway, it's a silly and ridiculous movie. It was kind of entertaining. It made no sense. It made zero sense. But you know what? If you if you're in the mood to watch something incredibly cheesy and B-rate that you can find at Redbox or online, that check it out. I'm gonna give it a 2.5 out of 5. It was just all I can say is it was entertaining. The next movie is called Bounty Killer. This is a movie that I believe is it is. It's based off a graphic novel, and it's a futuristic movie. It's a post-apocalyptic movie, and it deals with a group of people called bounty killers who go and waste a bunch of corporate bad guys. And the more they waste, the more rich and famous they get, and they all compete with each other. Now, ironically, in the movie, you only see two of these characters, and the story focuses on these two characters. One is Drifter, played by the hell's his name? I think it's Nat Mudston, or he's a British actor. He played that badass sniper in Rambo, the fourth Rambo, and the chick, her name is, God damn, what is it? I think it's Mary Kill or Mary. God damn it, what the hell is it? I have to know this. Mary Death is her name, and the actress that plays her name is Kristen. Actually, it's Christian Cutler. She hasn't really done much. This is like her breakthrough role, as if anybody's gonna see it. And she is an incredibly gorgeous woman. But anyway, the movie also stars Kristanna Loken as the corporate bad guy, and Gary Busey. Wow. Also stars Eve. She plays like the leader of a gypsy gang. Very, very weird ass movie. Very, very cheesy. Very low budget too. Though it definitely had some cool effects, it had a lot of really bad effects. And some of the weaponry you could tell was fake, and I hate that. I hate it when they use fake guns, and all they do is, add in some CG to make it look like they're firing a real gun, such as the CG muzzle flare and, CG shell casings sliding out the weapons. I usually hate that. But for some reason, I like this movie. I liked it. It's so B-rate and so ridiculous, but it had a good spirit to it. It had a good tone to it. It was a lot of fun. I liked the characters. I liked the performances. You kind of find out some backstory on how they basically care for one another, even though they have this really complicated relationship. And I like it's not a partnership really, but whatever. The story between Drifter and Mary Death, it's cool, and yeah, it's incredibly cheesy, but at the same time, it's very exciting. I think some of the action was well done, while some of it is also very bad. It has a lot of gore. It attempts to have comedy, and that doesn't work really. I don't know, man. It's just this really. It's an exploitation film. It is everything that you would come to expect from watching an exploitation film. There's a lot of skin in there, a lot of nudity, a lot of just off the wall action. The story really starts to get convoluted, and I hate using that term. Everybody says that all the time about a slightly confusing story. The story just basically gets bloated, and I found myself not really giving a damn about the story. But then again, you don't go to an exploitation film and care about the story. The problem is they actually tried to give you a story, and it just didn't work. But this is not the kind of movie that you criticize for story and for getting things right. It's more about how much violence does it have, how much excitement does it have. It has plenty of action and excitement, and I just kind of liked it. I thought it was going to be, you know what? Because I really knew nothing about the movie. I thought it was going to be like To me, it was kind of reminiscent of Barbed Wire, the stupid movie with Pamela Anderson. Yet that movie somehow, even with a bigger budget, managed to be poorer than this film. It's a cool little exploitation film. So I do recommend it if you want to see something really cheesy and graphic. I give it a 3 out of 5. It's pretty cool. I enjoyed it, and I think if I ever found it in a Blu-ray bin for a cheap price, I think I would actually buy that one. So the third film, this is the 2012 film. I believe it premiered at the Toronto. It premiered at TIFF in 2012, and then went to a couple of other festivals, but it got released in 2013. It's called No One Lives. This one, I think a fair amount of people have heard of it, and it's mostly because it stars Luke Evans, who is kind of coming up as an actor. He played the villain in Fast and Furious 6. He's gonna be in the next Hobbit movie, the Desolation of Smog, whatever. To me, the guy he looks like he is Orlando Bloom's long lost twin. But he's a cool actor, he's pretty cool. And the movie is produced by WWE Films, and it's basically a slasher movie. It's a slasher movie, very graphic. The story centers around Luke Evans and his girlfriend. They are just, they're on the move, they're moving somewhere. They stop at the small town, they're just passing through. They're gonna get something to eat, and they are harassed by a group of thugs. And basically, he's the wrong guy to fuck with, Luke Evans. So he kind of unleashes hell on his attackers. It's a home invasion type of film. There's a lot to it. The thing is, it's not particularly a great movie. The gore is tremendous. There is a ton of gore. There is sex and nudity. There is just some very nasty stuff in this movie. And for the most part, it's entertaining. But the thing is, it's not particularly good. The kills, you know what it is? It's not creative. It's really not creative. It's super standard. And it's kind of dumb, in fact. There is not a single likable character in this movie. There's one chick who is against the idea of messing with... there's a secret to the movie. I don't want to reveal what the secret is. If you have any interest in the movie, just watch it. Do not watch the trailer, because they give away way too much. But there's a character in the movie who is kind of against the events that are happening. Still, she's a boring character. Nobody gives a shit what she has to say. Everyone else is just a hellish douchebag, and you want to see everybody die, basically. And you might just get your wish, because it is called No One Lives. Anyway, Luke Evans is probably the best actor in the movie, and he's not even particularly good. He's really dry, doesn't have a whole lot of charisma. He is a very nasty, violent killer. And he kind of does capture that well. He doesn't really have much emotion. He's very stiff. He's very cold. He's somebody who you don't want to fuck with. And he does have this moment where he explains why he is doing what he does, and it's kind of cool. But other than that, the movie has no depth at all. It's a horror movie. You don't expect depth in a horror movie. The thing is, it's just kind of dumb. The dialogue is really bad. Some of the effects are kind of lame. You kind of see a few things coming here and there, but it does have some pretty entertaining action sequences. Well, I don't know if you call them action sequences. I don't know. I found it kind of fun in some aspects, and I did like Luke Evans's character. There's something unique about him, but again, the movie's just not that creative. It's not inventive. it is a typical slasher film, and I really was hoping it was going to be a better movie than what it turned out to be. With it premiering at all these different festivals, and I heard some good things about the film. But the truth is, it's just not really that great. I'm gonna give it a 2.5 out of 5. It's entertaining enough. It's something that, if you can watch, if it's ever on cable, check it out. You want to see something gory, you will more than likely be satisfied with the gore. You definitely get your gore fix with No One Lives. But other than that, it's just yeah, it's just something to pass the time with. So anyway, that's it. Just wanted to share my thoughts on these three movies. Give you something a little different, rather than, review Thor, The Dark World, which I did see and I did like a whole lot. But, how many times do you want to hear a review for movies like that? So why not let me, put out the good word for a B movie, something cheesy, something simple. So, I like that kind of shit. So anyway, yeah, I guess that'll be all for now. Hopefully, I'm not even gonna do it. I'm not gonna say hopefully I'll do more videos, cause I just stay subscribed. That's all I'm gonna say. Stay subscribed. I might occasionally surprise you with something off the wall like this. So peace out. Cha cha cha.